Hi, and welcome to the Angel Advisory for the week of January 17th till the 23rd. When going into the energy for this week, and that everything just seems to be in slow motion. It's like a time for pause and reflecting and taking things at a slower speed and knowing that this is the energy and it is what is supposed to be happening right now. And we are ramping up to next Saturday being the full moon. And so this is about paying attention to ourselves this week, the energy. It is a slower, quieter pace, and that it'll just seem to sort of be plodding along one day into the next. No need for rush or hurry, just time for relaxation and just taking things like a breather, a pause, just taking things at a more natural pace instead of a hurried, scurried pace. And if you can do that and not try and push and go, oh, I can't handle this, I need to be doing something, or something should be happening, the better off you will be. Because this is sort of the calm before the storm, if you want, but it's not really a storm. I don't see it as a storm coming to us, but definitely this full moon is going to be bringing some winds of change, and there will be a change in direction. So it's very important for us to have this sort of energy this week and this time to quietly listen to our inner thoughts and listen to our bodies and hear what they are saying, and allow that to guide us this week at a very much slower pace than perhaps what has been so far this year. So today we're going to go with the map, because we're going to map out our week again, and I really seem to, I don't know, the cards where I was drawn to them today. So let's see what we have in store to help us navigate this quieter week and see what's sort of going. Oh, rock bottom. Okay, rock bottom is one of those cards where this is an interesting card. There's paths on both ends, and it's sort of, you know, if you were to look at it straight down, which I can do, you can't, but perhaps you can, and that it sort of is like there's paths everywhere, and they lead to this sort of dry, cracked earth, and that at the bottom of the barrel. This is sort of like rock bottom, but I'm not getting at that it's like we're going to hit rock bottom this week. What I'm getting is that our energy levels have hit rock bottom. They have taken all that they can take, and we really need this time to rest and rejuvenate and refresh ourselves so that we are ready to roar, because it's like coming off of the holidays and then coming into all of like the new, and everything starts up, and we all want this new to be just so, oh, everything's new and exciting. I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to start this, I got to start that, I want to do this, I want to do that. And it's like we are 3 weeks in now, and it's like, oh, well, 2 weeks in, pardon me, we'll be 3 weeks in this week, but 2 weeks in, and it's kind of like, okay, whoa, just slow down, just you have, you know, a whole year ahead of you yet. So rock bottom on the energy, not necessarily rock bottom in our life and our situations, although, you know, when the card comes up, we should take heed and pay attention. And maybe that is why we are being guided to have this quieter week and to listen to our bodies and listen to our inner voice, and that's so that we can avoid hitting rock bottom. And, you know, January, February is sometimes the month when people do get depressed, because it is a darker, more dismal, there's not as much going on. And Christmas, you know, brings us, or whatever festival you celebrate, has all this excitement and there's lights and everything, and then whap, we're into January, and it doesn't seem as bright as December did. Oh, the mountain. So this card is telling us to rely on our own inner strength and to know that no matter what is ahead of us, we are like able to scale this mountain. We know it like the back of our hand. We have been here many times before. We've played on this mountain. We've built tree houses and forts, and we have explored every rock and blade of grass on this mountain. And the light is shining on it, and it's open to receiving. So the changes that I spoke about, the winds of change and a change in direction, it's all welcome, and it's all stuff that you can navigate, as is the mountain is telling us. And others might not get this same thing from the mountain, but that's what I'm getting. It's like, oh, we're coming home to a long lost friend. It's like going back to our favorite place to play when we were children. And, you know, where's the ponds and the little tadpoles and everything? And we are just going home to that remembrance. And so we know this like the back of our hand. We know we've got it covered. So whatever change is coming, it is for the best. And we're going to pull one more card. Oh, maybe two. Wide open, which I think we've had just recently. We had the wide open card, and this is just about being open to whatever comes, accepting, just going, I've got this. Like, just bring it on, and that. And, you know, what's coming to my mind is this image I saw the other day. It depends on which way you look at it. If the wind is blowing in that, you can either turn your head so that all of your hair goes into your face and you can't see anything, or you can turn and face the wind so that your hair is blowing back and you're embracing it and you're seeing everything that is coming towards you. So when we are wide open, we are seeing everything that is coming towards us. We are accepting. We're accepting that right now there is maybe a slower pace that's pushing us along, and it might seem a little plodding, but it is pushing us forward nonetheless. And we are going to arrive at the same destination that we would if we hurried and scurried. So wide open to just accepting whatever is this week. And the next card that was with it was Healing the Ouch. So take a little bit of time with this and that. If there's something in there that's not feeling quite right with you, perhaps it's a physical thing, an emotional thing, or a mental thing that you're going through right now, just take a little bit of time to heal that, whatever it requires. And if you listen to your inner voice and your body, you'll know exactly what is required. And that it might just be some self-love, some tenderness, a timeout. It might be just that, hey, I'm just gonna, do my responsibilities that I have to, that I'm going to be home curled up with a good book and a good cup of tea, and that's it. Don't expect any more of me. So I think that is the key. What do you expect of yourself this week? And that is really a key. Don't expect anything more from yourself than what you can give, and everything will be marvelous. So this week is definitely a slowing of the energy. It's a lot softer and quieter. And the new moon energy on the 23rd, there is a change in the wind, but it's a gentle breeze that's blowing these changes and bringing us things that are, this is like home. This is a remembrance, and it is something that is appreciated and wanted, and it's got all positive things for you this week. So have a marvelous week, whatever you do this week. I'd love to hear from you. If you'd like to leave a comment or email me, by all means, please do so, or private message me on Facebook. And I'd love to hear how your weeks go, because it's like we all are in this together, and some weeks are better than others. But this week looks like it's a pretty good week, everyone. So get out there and enjoy it at a much slower pace. Namaste to each and every one of you. I look forward to talking to you next week.